So welcome everybody to today's Thursday Live. I am Denise Arminio, a motion code, body code certified and biofeedback practitioner. So welcome, and I have Claire McIntyre and Connie Minnis here helping as well. They will be helping me out with the chats. And in the meantime, is there anybody who would like to volunteer that has not been a volunteer in the past? If you want to put your hand up. Let's see. I'm just looking at who's here. Hello, Donna. Good to see you. And Barbara and Julie and Janie, Lisa, Pam, Renetta, William. William, would you like, you haven't been a volunteer, have you? Would you like to volunteer today?
If that's okay.
Of course.
I would, yes.
Okay, terrific. Do you want to turn your camera on?
Okay. All right, it's on.
I see you now. So welcome. So why don't you tell me a little bit, is there anything specific you'd like me to help you with today? Any physical pain or emotional?
Well, I'm a complete mess. I think to start with would be the heavy metals in my body. Like Deborah said, because I lost my balance, to keep away from gluten things like bread. Rice is the only thing I can eat, and turkey.
And turkey, okay. And any physical pain? Because I can work on heavy metals, but you may not notice any shift in that while we're on the call. I just want to see if there's any way that maybe we could help lower some pain as well. Well,
I'm in no pain. All I do is eat and sleep, so it's like I'm in a prison.
Okay, so your well-being, how would you rate how you feel on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being fantastic?
Well, I would say about a 7, because I feel like I'm because of my balance, I'm not up and able to walk around, and I'm very nervous all the time. So
Okay, so maybe we could also look at your balance and nervousness, anxiety, okay?
yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do here now, you have a Genius yourself?
No, I don't. I can't afford $100 a month presently, but my business is up and running, so it might be in the future that I will be able to spend $100 a month on the Genius.
Okay, well, we still have some Black Friday sales. Maybe some of those will be helpful for you. But in the meantime, let's get you started. So I'm going to type your name in here. William and oops. And Delorme, is that the correct spelling?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your birth date?
November 5th, 1951. So I'm moving on up.
All right. Well, here we got you here. Okay, so I have your birth date in and your full name, and that works similar to like your IP address when we're working on sending frequencies through the quantum field. So now I'm just going to hit on the bottom right, continue with new analysis. And I'm just going to type in here, let's say balance, heavy metals, nervousness.
And you mentioned about the fillings, you know, the fillings in the teeth that are made of should replace them with enamel instead of having the regular
You
film.
did that already.
No, I haven't done that. I have
Okay,
the money to do that.
okay.
So that might be causing a problem.
Okay, well, we'll try to see what we can do, okay? In the meantime, I'm just gonna select done on the bottom here and then begin. And now I'm just gonna ask you, I'll count you down. I'll say 3, 2, 1, begin. And if you can just say your full name and repeat the vowels until the 15 seconds is up.
Okay,
Okay, you ready?
ready.
Begin. 3, 2, 1, begin.
William Delorme, IOEOUSM, IEOU.
That's wonderful. You did a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I'm just gonna screenshot you here and I can use that for the next portion. And I'm just gonna play the voice harmonics. And what that is after you say your name and the vowels, the genius then translates that into a frequency that works as like a homeopathic remedy for you. So I'm just gonna play that now.
This is why I'm calling, because I want to start somewhere. So maybe you can get email and tell me where I can start.
Okay, I can send you my email.
I do have your email.
Okay, so you can email me anytime, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So now I'm just gonna hit next. And continue. And now I'm gonna click on the avatar and select existing photo because I added the photo I took of you.
Yes,
And here it is. And I'm just gonna hit use.
I'm a complete mess.
Oh, that's okay. And I'm just gonna hit begin analysis. And we hit continue again. And now this energetic affirmation, I am going to type in an affirmation and it will be converted into a frequency that will be overlaid in over all the frequencies I run throughout this session. So I'm just gonna write all energies are transmuted into pure love. So it is.
See, I'm more interested in personal, not to use this as a business for other people. I can help other people, but personally, right now, I think it's just for me to do it personal.
Well, that's the great place to start, right?
Yes,
I'm just in the back office because I want to add all my libraries
yes.
to you as a client so I can use all of them. So just give me 1 second here. And now I'm going into master branch and adding all of them. So now you can see that the custom libraries have been added. So I'm just going to hit begin analysis down at the bottom. Also, William, I hope that you have some water that you can make sure
Yes,
you
I
stay
do have
hydrated.
water, yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so we see that the genius is telling us, since mind is showing on top, that this area has the highest energetic disturbance. And then there's something in custom libraries, body, and then biofield. So, and also just want to explain that the Genius uses a numerical value system from 0 to 777. And the range from 0 to 100 is represented by the color blue. And those are chronic energetic disturbances. And in Chinese medicine, that could also be viewed as stagnant energy and also under energy, where maybe those items are not getting enough energy. We then go to green, which is between 101 and 450. And from there, we go from 451 to 688, and that is represented by the color yellow. And then lastly, we're 689 to 777, that is represented by the color red. And these energetic disturbances are viewed as more acute energetic disturbances, meaning that they have been out of balance for a shorter period of time. It's more current and in the present. In Chinese medicine, those can also be referred to as heat or inflammation. And also sometimes we look at it as over energy. So the items that are showing as red may be getting too much energy for some reason, and they're out of balance, or often we see that in the meridians as well. So the next thing I just want to look before we get too far ahead of ourselves is to look at your aura. So I'm just going to go click on the aura line, and I can hit begin analysis right now. Okay, so here we see your aura. We're looking, the colors of the aura that show up are the colors that are represented by the 7 chakras. We like to see bright, vibrant colors. And when they're dirty or muddy, it suggests that there could be stagnant energy or some form of interference. There's definitely something here on the outside that would be some form of interference, maybe some kind of electrical, or maybe, some energies that are around you, but we will work on those and see if we can clear those up. I also just wanted to point out that in the latest update, we also have the ability now in the top right corner to switch to the old view of the aura as well. So we can look at it both ways. It's not working on the MacBook Airs right now, I think, just on the iPhone, if I'm not mistaken. But so if it doesn't look right to you, that's being worked on, and that will be in the next update, hopefully. So I'm just going to back out here. And the next thing that I always like to work on is to make sure that you're getting all you're priming your body so that it's most receptive to the frequencies. So I'm just going to go into my custom libraries and work with one of the bioterrain libraries in there as soon as it comes up. So I'm just going to hit begin analysis. And I'm in the search right now, so I'm just going to click on this library in the center. You just want that highlighted like blue, and then I'm going to use the magnifying glass, and now I can just type in my search, and the bioterrain vessel priming frequencies popped up. Today I'm going to add them all to my quick zap and run them through there, so that we can work with them throughout the session instead of deleting them all from the main hold tray. So I have them all in there. I'm just going to set the timer now, and I'm going to put that on 2 minutes. Now I'm moving the yellow like toggle ball on the bottom, but up top is where you can see how many minutes that I'm working it, that I set it to. And now I'm just going to hit play. And I'm gonna drink some water myself. Do you have a question?
Pair of earbuds for my phone. So can I get help better?
Just give me a second. I couldn't hear that all the way. I'll come back to your question in a minute. Does anybody else out there have any questions? Everybody's quiet. I hope everybody's doing well. Has everybody have the latest update on their Genius? Is everybody working with the latest update right now? If you're not, I really recommend that you switch to it. It's really, the updates have really all been working well, and it's functioning really great right now. So I hope you're enjoying it. Okay, so you have an average percent rectification of 25%. I usually like to see that a little bit higher, but it's still good, and we're doing a demo. So I'm just going to close the quick zap for now, and I'm going to go back to the beginning. And now I'm going to go into system overview, which by clicking on the system overview, what that does is it looks at everything that's on this first page, and also all the information that is below each line. So for example, if I click on the line for vitamins, we then see all the vitamins that we're working with, and we can send those frequencies to you through the quantum field, which is amazing. And you can also, in all the way on the right, you see a little magnifying glass. If you click on that, it will tell you the function of what vitamin B1 is for. So that's a really great addition to the new update, that you have all that information right there in front of you.
So I'm in a good position to get all the updates when I get the Genius.
Yes, you are. You are. And, you always have constant 24/7 support. So, and all the updates are free. So it's great.
Yes. So I have earbuds, a good set of earbuds for my phone, so I can use this like when I'm relaxing in bed or something.
Definitely. Definitely. And also, don't forget to always have your water with you.
Yes.
So anyway, we're now in the general overview. So I'm going to hit begin analysis, but hopefully you can hear me while this is running. But what's wonderful about the general overview is that it puts all the items that are in the main three categories of the Genius, which is the biofield, body, and mind. And it puts them in numerical order. But it also takes, if you want, all the items from all of my created libraries and shared libraries, and also puts them in numerical order. So we can really get a sense of what items could potentially be some of the root cause to some of your symptoms that you're experiencing. So I am actually going to add the top 50 and the bottom 50. So the top 50 are all the ones that are red, that are acute, where you have an energetic disturbance like right now. And then the ones that are blue, and I have to, up top, it allows you to switch the view if you click it. So, and then you can see all the ones that have been affecting you on a more chronic basis. So Anyway, I've added those to the main hold tray. And now I'm just going to go to the main hold tray and I'm going to do an analysis here. Okay, and I'm going to run all of these for 1 minute. So I just clicked on all and you can see they all get checked on the side. And I'm going to hit play. How are you doing?
Doing fine, thank you. I can become a student here.
You can. We're here every Thursday, so if you're there and you want to hop on, you're always welcome.
Yeah, but I want to give other people a chance too.
So we'll just think by the time you're able to purchase your own Genius, you'll know how to use it. So it's all
Yeah.
good. Okay, so now your average percent rectification is 31%. And also your harmony, alignment, and energy flow are all close together. So I am happy with that 31%. I'm going to rescan and just run the highs then for 1 minute for you. And then we're going to go back and look at some of the other areas that you wanted to work on. So now we've just selected all the highs and I'm going to run those for 1 minute. And some of these items kind of seem like they're all over the place and may not have any meaning to you as to why they're here. And that's okay. It's not important that we know why they're there, but the Genius knows and has selected those frequencies that are for your highest and best to be run. And if there's any frequencies that are not needed, your body is not going to take them in. So you can't make any mistakes here. Well, looking quickly, I do see that there are 2 different parasites that are showing up. So it is potential that you have some issues in your gut, which is very common for most people to have some issues in their gut. So it's nice that those are being addressed right now for you.
Well, I sit in a wheelchair, so my gut is like, how would you say it? Curved, very curved.
Right. Well, it's hard when you're confined. I know any change in structure changes the function. So if it's compressed, that's gonna not help your situation. But so now that we've worked with the items in the general overview, I am going to clear these out from the main hold tray. And we can now look with trying to see some of issues that need to be worked on. I am going to go into digestion for you, and I'm going to add all of these items. Even though they're all yellow and green, they may, when we run them in the main hold tray, some of these may become reds or blues when they're looked in relationship to all of them together. We can also look at today's stress, which gives us a little insight at what's going on with you today. And we see the brain is having some energetic disturbance today. Your adrenals, heavy metal toxicity is right up here close to the top as well. And at the bottom, we have degeneration and fungus, which again indicates something going on in your gut. So I'm going to add these blues and the reds And I'll add the heavy metal toxicity, nutrition. I'm going to add inflammation because that's very common when we're seeing heavy metals. And let's add everything that's below 200 here. Okay, so let's also, I want to go to spiritual protection. And let's add all of these items in here. The reds and the yellows.
Spiritual would be anxiety, yeah?
Not necessarily spiritual protection. A lot of time it covers like low vibrational energies. So sometimes those are hanging around in our biofield or aura, and they attract other negative energies. So it's just best to clear them out. A lot of times psychic attacks, when those show up, we see physical pain a lot. You didn't say that you had any, but in my observations, often when psychic attack comes up, there's some kind of physical pain involved with that. So it's always good to look in the spiritual protection. We can also look at the meridians and add in, I always like to have the governing vessel and meridian vessel in there, but I'm also going to add all the ones that are red, the triple heater, pericardium, and your lung meridian. And we've worked with a lot of these and when I worked those few minutes in the primer because everything from the biofield was added in. So I'm not going to go in and out of all these different lines right now, but we did work on them in when we did the quick zap in here. You can see all those items. I do want to look at the brain EEG and add in some theta waves and alpha waves for you. And add in your neurotransmitters. I'm just going to add the line. It does add all of the neurotransmitters in when you add all the line, but you can see that some of these were off, but I wanted to add them all because again, when the genius looks at them and uses the algorithms to look at everything in relationship to each other, we might find more of these neurotransmitters go out of balance. And brain anatomy, we can look at the cerebellum here.
That's my balance, definitely.
Well, and we have, don't really seem to be any reds or a lot of blues, but I just wanted to add in these yellows and greens just to see. A lot of times when we have heavy metals, they can also be affecting brain function. So, and let's lastly look at emotions, and we can add the reds and the blues as well. So now from here, now that I've gathered a bunch of information, I have 80 items in the main hold tray. From this main page, I want to go into the custom libraries. And from there, I could look at some other specific libraries that I might have for heavy metals and possibly for balance and for nervousness. So let me just look and see. Parasites and bacteria are showing up at the top. So I'm going to go in there and add in the red and the blues that are in there. And I'm going to click library so I can search and look for heavy metals. And let's just look at the heavy metal assessment here. So I'm just going to add these heavy metals that are showing. I'm going to add everything that's above 600. And I'll add these blue ones and everything that's below 200. Mercury is always a common one that people may have. So, and you have filling. So although that's not showing up, I'm still going to add that in aluminum as well. And what do I have for balance?
I think nervousness has to deal with a lot of fear.
It very well might. We can put in anxiety. So let's go to, I'm going to add in all the items from this library, which is for anxiety relief and calm. And I just want to look at the brain here for a minute and see what I might have that would I have a bunch of different ones. And there's one other I have to, whoops. You need to find the name for it. Sorry, guys, there's a lot here. Okay. So we have close to 200. The last thing I just want to go into and look at for the bioterrain and look at the different parasites that you might have, because some of those did come up. And here we go. So I'm going to add the reds and the blues here for you. So now we have 224 items. I'm going to go into the main hold tray now and run an analysis here. And let's see what shows up. I will run all of them twice for 1 minute each, and then all the highs for 3 minutes. Some emotional trauma came up here, the limbic system. So let's just get these going for 1 minute. I'm just looking at Lisa's question. Claire, I see, answered it. I don't think that there was any items added to it, but the view in Entangled Insights has changed. So I don't know if that helps you, Lisa. How are you feeling, William? I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay, I said, I have.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. I'm glad. So you had a 57% rectification here on running all of these items. So that's wonderful. I am going to rescan it and see how things have reordered themselves. Thank you, Karen. And let's run them all again. So we see some emotion coming up, pancreas, some brain areas coming up, a limbic system again. Here's some parasites showing up. So we'll run this for 1 more minute and then run what shows up for highs. So So Lisa is saying that how helpful she finds the entangled insights because there is so much information, which there is. It's a really incredible database that is in the entangled insights. If you haven't looked at it, you should check it out. And if we have time, I can look at that when this
Share
is done.
your libraries with clients?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you share your libraries with clients?
Do I share them? You mean like now or for purchase or
When I purchase it,
yes, I do sell some of my libraries, absolutely.
yes.
Okay, so 39% rectification. Again, I'm very happy with that. So now you can just run your highs for 3 minutes. And again, we're showing parasites. So there may be, you know, a lot of times often you're going to see heavy metals with parasites as well. So it's good that we're working with all of those. And let's just, yeah, we see parasites showing up some more. So there's a lot here that are showing up in the highs. How is everybody else feeling? Does anybody feel any of these frequencies that you're hearing?
I kind of like the frequencies because I think the devil well.
I can't hear you. You can just repeat it in just a second. It's loud here as I'm playing the frequencies. So I'm sorry. Can you repeat that, William?
It's like ringing the bell in against the devil.
Oh, okay.
That's the way I feel. I like the frequencies actually.
I'm glad. And hopefully you'll see some benefit for it. And you had 60%. So again, I'm really, really, really happy with that. Your harmony, alignment, and energy flow are all within 10% of each other. So that's really great as well. I'm going to back out here and I do want to well, let's look at your aura and see how that has shifted. See what's changing. Maybe hopefully this outer area here can change a little bit. I ran a bunch of different brain areas because hopefully that can help you with your balance. Now that I'm really happy with how that aura looks, we got rid of that really kind of grayish area around the outside and bringing some bright purple in, and this blue healing is blue is like your throat chakra, and we have a little bit of green. So that's really a really nice aura.
Better than
the first one. I definitely see that as an improvement. We can also, so how are we doing for time? So I'm trying to think of, let's look for your heavy metals. Okay, so we're here for heavy metal toxicity. So if I click on this, it's going to bring us to entangled insights. And this is where Lisa was talking about that she's found it's really helpful for her, and it is a very large database. So we can load all the insights. So there are so many different databases within entangled insights, Bach flowers, bacteria, some different type of cancer frequencies. Now, again, I just want to point out that these are energetic frequencies. If these frequencies show up, this is not a diagnostic tool. So don't be all nervous that, you know, it means that you have like some serious underlying situation. This is picking out energetic frequencies and we're looking to harmonize them. So anyway, I'm going to run these all, but I would really suggest everybody to scroll through all these and just get a sense of what is in the Entangled Insights database, because it is really comprehensive. But I'm going to hit right now all of them. So everything in there will show up. And if you hit check, it will do an analysis. And now it's going to show us where the highest probability is of some of these items that is affecting heavy metal toxicity.
That's good. That's very nice.
So yeah, it is really great. I am going to clear the quick zap, and I am going to add, it's going to be a lot, but I'm going to add, whoa, that's too many. Hold on. So I'm just going to add, I'm going to have to add these one by one. So
just do 10 or 12.
yeah, I'm not going to do that many. I want to get, I want to look down at the bottom too and just get, and here's that emotional fear. Okay, so we have 21 in here. So I'm just going to run these 21 for 1 minute. And hopefully this will help in releasing some of these heavy metals. And everybody check out the chat box. Connie just posted the link as the Black Friday special has been extended through Monday. So if you didn't take advantage of it, please go and check it out. There's some great savings in there. So when we're done with this, William, I'm just going to go into the Alaskan libraries that I have and see how what you may need from there to try to work out. But you're doing really, really great. You have a wonderful rectification again on this, so that is really good. Lisa, while I'm here, did you have any other questions regarding the Entangled Insights, or are you okay? Or does anybody else have any questions regarding the Entangled Insights? Some might be wondering if why I chose some blue, if it's only 1% versus the red ones are showing a higher percentage. And a lot of times it's kind of like a bell curve. So I want to take the things from both ends of the bell curve to bring us back into homeostasis. So even though there may be a 1% chance, I still like to look at it nevertheless. Now I did look at these in QuickZap. If I didn't have the main whole tray filled, I could have emptied that and put again some of these items in the main whole tray, and then the genius would have looked at them in relationship to each other. I just chose to use the QuickZap today. Again, the other thing that you could have done would have been and it's actually not even showing up. There's no zap here, but it would have been too many to do a quick zap. So that's probably why it's not showing up, because there were like over 600 items that were red. And if it added the blue, it would have been way too many. So anyway, I'm going to back out of here and I'm going to go into now, again, my libraries. And the search. And let's look at the flower essences for you. I'm going to do stability and grounding first, just because you were having the issues with balance. And I am going to empty the main hold tray here. And I'm going to add all of these in here for you. So let's run these. William, how do you feel? You rated how you felt at, like, I believe a 6 before, or a 7? Where did you rate it? I can't hear you. I think your audio is off.
Yes, I rated 7.
And so how are you feeling now? Has it shifted at all for you, or is it still a 7?
Well, I don't know. I'm going to do a wash and I do it by myself, so I'll know more because I felt a little nervous this morning.
Okay. Well, hopefully your anxiety and nervousness will be calming down a little bit. Let's run all these for 1 minute, these Alaskan gemstones for you. And good, I'm glad you're loving the updates, Lisa. That's great. So William, please send me an email later today and let me know how you're feeling. Again, 63%. So that's really wonderful. Is there anything else here you'd like me to look at for you? I have a few more minutes. I'm looking at some of the Alaskan ones. Is there anything you specifically? The blue is showing up for the actual flower essences, so I would like to add those. And I'll add the blue and we'll run them with the gemstones again. And we can run them all for 1 more minute. Does anybody have any questions on the new update? Anything just any questions in general while I may have a few minutes here before we end I can help you with? And again, for anybody that does not have the most recent update, I really encourage you to get it. I'm loving working with the new update. And I think the new update number, at least on the iOS, is 37, Claire? I think it's 16.37. We can check, because when you go into the back office, it now tells you what version you're running, which is super helpful.
Does it
41.
cost more for updates?
I'm sorry, what?
Does it, income cost you more for updates?
No, it does not. All the updates are free, so it's really great and really awesome that Ryan provides all these updates at no additional cost to us.
Right now, I'm in the activation mode for my business, so I want to keep as much money for that. So I can't go out spending money right now.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, but it's here and we're here to help you when you're ready. Okay, so Karen is saying the second aura does not always happen on and off. Yeah, that hasn't, that's still being worked on. The second aura, Karen, is working on the iPhone, or are you saying it's not always working on the iPhone as well?
Oh,
On the iPad, yes, Ryan is aware. On the iPad and the MacBook Air with the M1 chips, when we switch to old, it's not working yet. In fact, it didn't just work at, oh, yeah, it's not working, but that will be updated shortly. So I think updates are maybe coming weekly now and not as often as they were before. So just keep checking with the updates. We can run another analysis here on your aura. Hopefully it will still look as pretty as this one does. So you still have some green healing energy coming in. Everything's going to be shifting. It's not quite as bright and vibrant as the one before, but we just worked with a lot of gemstones and flower essences. So hopefully those will all settle. If we had some time, we could run those a little bit longer. I hope that you have enjoyed that and
well, that was very nice, Denise.
feel better. Oh,
want
you're
to keep in
welcome.
touch because I want to get this. My body is a mess, like I mentioned before.
So, well, it takes time, so it's not going to happen overnight, but if you keep working at it, hopefully you can really work and harmonize all those frequencies that are not in balance. Okay, does anybody else have any questions?
See, $100 I have for my insurance because I go to Pro Physio. So I can't stop that right now and change the genius. That would be stupid.
Yeah, no, well, you take care of that. And when it's the right time for you, you'll be able to do it. So anyway, I hope that this has been helpful for everybody. Have a wonderful Thursday. Let's just see. Julie is saying I have 2 iPad Pros and
I asked because she said that her aura is working perfectly. So I
oh,
wondered.
great. Yeah, I know. I love the ability to be able to have the 2 different aura views. So hopefully we'll be able to see it on my MacBook Pro Air soon. And I'm glad that it's working for you, Julie, on your 2 iPad Pros. Maybe you have a newer version. I don't know, Karen, maybe you have, maybe are there updates on your iPad that you need to do? Is it all up to date? It is.
I have a free email for you, Denise. I'll send it to you when it comes available. And it has like voice to text, like you can write a script and just talk without using the typewriter. And
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, sure. That sounds great.
that'll be very helpful for you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And that's free for life.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, thank you. I look forward to getting that email. Anyway, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Claire and Connie, for your assistance in the chat. And it's always nice to see everybody here. So thank you. I love working with everybody here, and I will see you next Thursday. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, William.
Bye.